Hello, welcome back to the breathing room. This is part 2 in our series for our walking meditation. Last week, we looked at counting our steps, just a beginning process to be able to develop our walking meditation practice. So hopefully, in between then and now, in between the trips to the kitchen and the bathroom, or maybe walking through the grocery stores or on campus, you've been able to take a little time to practice what we were cultivating in part 1 of our series. Just counting our steps, connecting our breath, and finding that unity. Today, we're going to build on that practice a little bit as we learn how to follow our steps. This is a little bit deeper of a practice, so let's take a moment. Just remember, as we build and as we grow, and as we develop our mindfulness practice, we're letting go of any thoughts of judgment. Practicing, remembering, our meditations are the training ground for our mindful experience. So, what do I mean when we're looking at following our steps? Our steps are just steps, right? Foot on the ground, go walk. No, of course not. Not when you're here talking to me, at least. We're looking at 3 parts of our step. And so, as we talk about following our steps, we want to be thinking about lifting the foot, feeling the foot and the leg just gently swinging forward, and then feeling the foot and the leg connecting back to the earth. Following this on our left side and also on our right side. So, 3 steps as we bring together that breath, the count, and following our steps. Now, I know you might be thinking, oh my goodness, Melissa, this is going to take a lot of concentration. And it does. But we're talking about a light, gentle concentration. We're not talking about a head-splitting, vein-popping type of concentration. We want to bring this to a place where we can lightly concentrate, where we can open our minds, our hearts to the experiences that are going on around us, that mindful experience. And so if we feel as though the concentration is hitting that peak place, we're going to just bring it back down, working that practice up again. Because again, no judgments, practicing, developing, and growing our walking meditation. So if we're ready, let's go ahead and begin. Following our steps. So we might be sitting down at this point. I'm going to invite you to go ahead and stand. Just taking a moment to come to that standing position, noticing how the feet feel on the floor, noticing our bodies, noticing maybe the gentle sway of our body as we find our balance, opening our minds, our senses to the experiences of our body. Even these simple motions that we take for granted, opening that awareness. Feel the body as it rises, as it connects to the floor, to the earth, as it gently moves, finding that place of balance. Let's take a moment to bring our awareness to our breath. A gentle breath in. A slow release out. Remembering that our practice, as we begin and develop, is best suited to start slow, steady, with ease. Knowing as we grow and cultivate this practice, we can begin to speed it up if we like. But today, slow, steady, with ease, as we bring the breath in, body with the breath, as we feel the breath expanding through our lungs, maybe deep into our belly. And as we allow that breath to release, slow, gentle breath as we connect to our body. We might take a moment here to position our arms, maybe taking that left arm, crossing it over our diaphragm, right arm coming across the left. Hands connected, maybe feeling the thumbs connect, the pinkies connect, the palms again right over the diaphragm. Our forearms parallel to the ground. This is a nice posture that just helps stabilize us as we walk. It also allows us, again, to connect to the breath, to be able to feel the hands as they gently lift with that breath in, and as they gently release with that breath out. So just breathe. We can begin to prepare to take that first step. Slow, gentle step. A movement that we're making with ease. Working into the next step. Beginning our walk. Remembering our walk can happen within a hallway, on the sidewalk. No destination necessarily in mind. Coming to a place we can enjoy and observe our journey without thought to the end destination. So we've begun our walk. Now let's come back to the practice we began in the first part of our series. Let's begin to match the breath to our steps. Remembering, generally our inhale might be a little longer than our exhale. This is normal. Just taking a moment to observe how many steps with the breath in. 1, 2, 3. To the steps of the breath out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just taking a moment to acknowledge if there are any judgments coming in. Remembering that our intention is to let go of the judgments. Often it can feel uncomfortable as we begin to match our breath to our step. That's okay. If that discomfort comes, that intense concentration, allow yourself to come out. Just experience the walk. Maybe just experience the breath. And then as you're ready, beginning to put the two together again. Slowly, gently, with ease. Breath in with our steps. Breath out with our steps. Just breathe. Just allow the body to gently, slowly move. As we're ready, again beginning to add on to our walking meditation, let's begin to follow our steps. So we can begin by again noticing as that left foot begins to lift. Feel the foot and the leg as it gently swings forward. And notice the feeling as that foot begins to make contact with the earth floor again. And then bring attention to the right side, noticing as the right foot begins to lift, feeling the leg, the foot as it gently swings forward, being aware as that right foot begins to make contact with the floor, the earth. And then again, finding the awareness on the left foot. Notice the three parts of the movement. As the left foot lifts, the foot and the leg gently swing forward. The foot finds contact again with the floor, with the earth. Feel the right foot beginning the journey in three parts, lifting gently, slowly, beginning to swing forward. And then again making contact with the floor and the earth. Being aware of the three parts of this movement until we come to a place where we notice the three parts flow. The slow, gentle ease. We are able to flow through the movements of our walk. As we're ready, let's begin to bring in the counting of our breath. So once again, building, cultivating, deepening our practice as we stay mindful of the flow, the journey of our step. We bring in the awareness of the flow of our breath in and our breath out. An important part of meditation is the unity of our body and our breath. Again, knowing that our practice does not need to be perfect today. Building and cultivating. Noticing as that left foot lifts, flows forward, finds the ground for one, and then moving to the right as that foot lifts, flows, and makes contact for two, back to the left. Feel the journey of the left leg and foot for three. Now maybe moving to the breath out on the right side, feeling the flow of the right leg and foot, lifting, swinging, making contact, awareness. Number two, at the left side, lifting, swinging, making contact. Three, to the right, feel the flow, lift, swing, contact. Four, on the left, so we lift, swing, make contact again. Breathe in, flow with the breath, with the body, silently counting. Breathe out, flow, release, the body, the breath, and the count. Remembering if our mind wanders, again, from a place of no judgment, simply bring it back to the breath, back to the flow of our body. Gently, slowly, moving with ease. gently, slowly breathing with ease, opening ourselves to the mindfulness of our body and our breath, recognizing the internal and sometimes external distractions might grab our attention, knowing that we can acknowledge the thought, the feeling, whatever has captured our attention, just as a passing breeze. Maybe naming it, but coming back to the breath, to the movements of the body, following the steps. Feel the flow of the left leg as it lifts, gently swings forward, lightly touches down to the right leg. As the foot lifts, the leg and foot gently swing forward, lightly touching back down. Just breathe. Just move. Allowing ourselves to flow with our breath and with our body. Just breathe. Allow the body and the breath to gently, slowly flow. Preparing to bring our journey to an end. Not an abrupt end, but just starting to prepare for the stop. And as we're ready, slowing ourselves down a bit more, allowing one foot to find its place, allowing the second foot to join it, silently noting that we have come to a stop as our practice begins to end. Taking a moment to stay with that breath. Taking a moment to observe the body. Taking a moment to acknowledge our heart as we bring our mind, body, awareness together, reflecting on our practice, acknowledging our growth. And as we're ready, remembering we can take with us all that we need from this practice and leave behind whatever we don't. And with that, our walking meditation has come to an end. Remembering, next week we'll be adding on to the third part in our series. Now I know we've talked a lot about leaving behind those judgments that can come up. Just in case this practice seems like a bit too much of a step, there's a 1.5 step. So moving from 1 to 1.5 to maybe 2. So if you notice that being able to bring that breath awareness, the counts, into the awareness of the movements of the foot and the leg is just a little bit too much, you can come to that 1.5 place where maybe you are doing your counts on your left side. And then on your right side, you're following the flow of that leg. Maybe you switch it up so that you're doing the counts on your right, and then you're following the movement on the left. So that's kind of an in-between walking meditation 1.5 that you can also try. Just again, no judgments, giving ourselves permission to try something new as we cultivate our self-care, our meditation, and our mindfulness practice. Thank you so much for checking this out. Don't forget, if you didn't see part 1 in our series, you can go back to the breathing room, check that out, and you can also join us next week for part 3. Have a wonderful day, and thank you.